Valheim is an incredible exploration and survival Viking adventure game, and its procedurally generated worlds mean you get thousands of hours of gameplay with a different experience each time. With so much to do and so much content, starting from scratch can be a little overwhelming. In this video, I'll give you 30 beginner-friendly tips to help you out. Let's get started. Make sure to click on the Vegvisir at the start of the game, and it'll tell you the location of the first boss. You'll then need to find the boss location for each biome as you progress through the game, and each one has a Vegvisir hidden in the respective biome. But keep your eyes peeled whilst travelling, you might get lucky and stumble across the boss altar. The stones at the starter area represent the Forsaken, the bosses you'll need to fight in each biome to beat the game. The game has one more biome releasing when the game leaves early access, and the Deep North boss will be added here. This is where you'll spawn in if you don't place a bed and reset your spawn location. In the starter area, there are always mushrooms, berries, stones, and branches. Eat the mushrooms and berries to give you some immediate health and stamina buffs. Red fork foods give more health, yellow for stamina, and white fork foods are mixed. The first enemies you meet are afraid of fire. Equip a torch and they'll run away. The same applies to campfires. Place one down if you want to be left alone. For a good early health food, you can cook meat on a campfire by placing a cooking station, but keep your eye on it as burnt food will turn into coal. Pick up every new ingredient at least once. This is how you learn new recipes. Get rested to improve your health and stamina regeneration by sitting by a fire. Add shelter and furniture to increase comfort level and buff duration. This is very important in Valheim, and something new players often underestimate. Stealth is very powerful in Valheim. You can crouch to lose aggro to get some sleep in your house, and get a huge damage increase by surprising enemies with a backstab attack. Consider avoiding the night time when you first start playing. The cold debuff reduces health and stamina regeneration. More hostile mobs spawn, and some higher star variants only spawn at night. Sleeping requires a bed, shelter, and a fire nearby. If you're playing with friends, you'll need to sleep at the same time, and you can sleep from the afternoon. If the sky is peachy coloured, you can usually sleep. Building requires a crafting bench nearby, and apart from a few items in your inventory, crafting requires a crafting bench that is sheltered. When building a house, make sure to include a chimney to let the smoke escape from your fire, or you'll die from smoke inhalation and the fire will go out. You can always place a fire outside your shelter for a quick nap, but you'll need to cover it if it rains. Just leave a gap for the smoke to escape. The trees hurt. You can get revenge by replanting them later and chopping them down all over again. When you die in Valheim, you lose 10% of your skill points. Consider leveling them up between deaths, or you'll find yourself gradually weaker against enemies. When you collect all items from your grave, Corpse Run drastically improves jump and run stamina usage, makes you temporarily very resistant to physical damage, increases your health regen, and gives you extra carry weight. Bukeberries empty your stomach if you want to switch foods in a hurry. Consider setting up your starter base in the meadows next to a black forest, close to the sea for the best starter experience. You'll need to sail home or throughout the game, and it's the most peaceful place to live. Choose one or two weapons you like, e.g. a bow and sword plus a shield, and use them a lot. You'll gain lots of XP and level up your damage as your skill level increases. The Rest buff increases the amount of XP you get when leveling your skills. Craft a shield as early as possible if you're using a one-handed weapon, and try to block each early enemy at least once. Your block power is very important, preventing enemies from staggering you in combat and reducing knockback. Eat better foods and level your block and upgrade your shield when you can. With most round shields, you can time your blocks perfectly for a parry bonus and do more damage with your follow-up hits. Enemies have different weaknesses. Yellow numbers mean they're weak to that type of damage, white means neutral, and grey means they're resistant. Better quality bows have higher accuracy. You'll aim faster as you level your skill and do more damage. You can raise earth walls with a hoe to protect your base, and later you can dig a trench. This will help significantly to defend against raids. Don't be afraid to tactically retreat. You can always come back stronger and better prepared, and you'll want to keep those skill points. When you sail to a new area, put down a portal or reset your spawn next to some food in a box. Eating and getting rested after dying is a great way to avoid death loops. Place down a crafting bench to prevent your items from despawning in the radius of the bench, marked by the white ring. But be careful, enemies will target your bench, so it's a good idea to protect it. Honey is very useful in Valheim. If you see a beehive, you can safely retrieve the bee and honey by either shooting the hive with your bow or breaking the house by placing a crafting bench. There are hundreds of fantastic mods for Valheim, including a lot of quality of life mods. Check out my beginner-friendly top 10 mods video, linked in the description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want more tips videos like this. If you're an experienced player, let me know what are your favourite tips for beginners. You can find me live streaming Valheim and a host of other survival games here and on my Twitch channel. Make sure to follow me over there too. I want to say a big thank you to our channel members. If you'd like to become a member, just hit the join button under the video. See you soon.